Morning everybody. Today's class is going to be a beautiful morning flow Pilates class. We'll start standing at the end of our mat, feet hip width apart, rolling your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale, reaching our arms overhead. Lengthen the body. Palms together, leaning to one side. And then stretch long and then over to the other. Reaching up tall, open the arms out to the sides, igniting through your core, getting ready for a squat set. We reach our arms forward as we sit back into our squat and then come all the way up. Lengthen the body once again. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, drive through your heels as you come to standing. Now I want you to make sure your knees track over second and third toe. Your knees don't start to buckle in towards each other as we do this set. Starting to press your arms back behind you a little more, lighting up through the back of your arms. Move with intention. Every single movement counts. Five more here before we start to add on. Getting that little bit deeper into your squat as we feel a little bit warmer. 3 more. 2. Now in your next one, we add a pulse at the bottom. Pulse and drive up to the top. Wrap, squeeze your glutes. Down and pulse and drive. 2 more. Now on your next one, 2 pulses. And drive. Now for 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's go up to 5, so we have 4 now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost there. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay low in your squat. Hands to prayer, holding that squat. Breathe. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands to the thighs, round the spine. Start to lift, extending the legs. And then tuck your pelvis, roll your spine all the way up. Reaching your arms back overhead. Once again, palms together. Take that side stretch up and over. Lengthen the body. And over to the other side. Reaching up, open the arms, nod your chin towards your chest. Let's articulate our spine as we roll down. Softening your knees at the bottom, hands to the mat. Walk your hands forward into a plank position. Shoulders come forward over your wrists. Cinch in through your waist and press the back of the head up towards the ceiling. Holding that plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 4, 2. Now let's send our hips up to a down dog and just pedal out your heels, enjoying that deep stretch through the back of your legs. 4 more. On your next one, drop both heels down to the mat and then rise up onto your tippy toes, tuck your pelvis and unravel your spine, rolling down, coming into your plank position. Send your hips back up and let's go again. Tuck under, unravel to plank. Just 2 more. Focusing on the mobility of your spine. Last time. unravel. We come and stay holding your plank. Now you can drop to your knees if you need to here, and we take a push-up. One push-up, glue your elbows in towards each other, and then send your hips straight back up. If you can do the next one, not on your knees, let's go. We go down and press, then straight back up to down dog. Back to plank, down and press. Use your exhale to press you back up. Really focus on your triceps here. Trying to imagine that you've got magnets pulling your elbows in towards each other. You've got 2 more like this. Really firing up to the back of your arms. Remember, modified version if you need, drop to the knees. Last one, hold that plank position. So we're staying in your high plank, bringing your right knee to your right elbow. So you do a side crunch and then step back, alternate. Really getting into the sides of the waist as we bring our knee towards our elbow. Exhale as you crunch in. Keep it strong. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Send your hips up to your down dog position. Reaching your right leg up, bending the knee, bringing the heel back behind and opening up to your right. Now you're going to come down into your plank, bring your right knee over and across to your left elbow, and then shoot straight back up. Opening the hip, and then bring it over and across. Let's go down into that plank. Knee to elbow and shoot back up. 2 more. And lift. 1 more time here. And hold that one. Now shoot that leg through to the other side and just reach the left arm up and stretch out. Bring your hand back down to the mat, step it back into down dog. Repeat that on the other side. Lifting the left leg up, bending the back knee, and opening the hip, gazing just underneath your underarm. And now let's come down to plank, bring it over and across to the opposite elbow, and then shoot back up. And bring it over and across. You have 2 more. Last one. Hold, shoot the leg through, and let's reach our right arm up. Open up, stretch out all down the side body, pressing out of your left shoulder. Bring the hand back to the mat, step back into your high plank. Dropping to your forearms, have your arms go like train tracks. Drawing the belly in, soft knee tap down to the mat. 1 knee taps down, lift, alternating. Press the back of the head to the ceiling. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Lower both knees gently down. Press up onto all fours, taking a cat stretch. Rounding through your spine, dropping your head, look to your pelvis, and then gently arch through the other way. Taking 2 more here. Finding neutral, reaching your right arm up to the ceiling. Open the chest. And then thread the needle under and through. Dropping your shoulder down towards the mat. And you can take your left hand back and behind the body, trying to grab hold of your right hip and really open that left shoulder up towards the sky. Feeling that beautiful rotation. Pressing back up onto all fours. Repeating on the other side. Reach your left arm up. Really press away from the mat. And then thread the needle under and through. Drop the shoulder to the mat. Bring the right hand back and behind the body. Trying to grab hold of your left thigh and really open your shoulder up towards the sky. Press back up into all fours. From here, we lengthen our right leg back behind us. So shoot it out long. Really press out of your shoulders. Your left arm reaches forward, thumb to the ceiling. Flex your back foot. We lift the limbs and then tap them back down. We lift and then tap down. Now I want you to aim to keep your hips squared to the mat here. You're not sinking into your left hip. Keep pressing out of your right shoulder. Next one, lift and stay. We're gonna hold there, point your toe. We're bringing our elbow to knee. You scoop the belly round and then shoot it back out long. Scoop the belly. Three more. 2. Last one. Holding it out there. Let's stay, breathe. Again, flex your back foot. Little pulses up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the hand to the mat. Bring your right foot on the outside of your right wrist. Tuck your back toes under, lift the back leg up, holding at that deep lunge position. Reach your arms forward overhead. Staying deep in your lunge. Hold. Driving the heel heavy down in towards your mat, stepping your back foot forward. Stand tall, step that left foot back. Let's go again. Arms by our sides, coming up, and then step back, long lunge. Want to squeeze up through your right glute as you come to standing. Lengthen the body. Step back, long lunge. Now, if this feels like enough for you, you stay there. If you want a little more, focusing on balance and stability, we lift that left knee and then step back, long lunge. We lift and step back, taking that moment of stillness as you lift the knee up in front. Find that balance. Take your time. You can go as slow as you need to here. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Step back, long lunge, hold. Tap your back foot in, arms by our sides, then tap it back. Tap it in and tap it back. We are staying deep in that supportive right leg. Remember, we want to really move with intention this morning. Every single movement counts. You can do this. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step back, long lunge. You are almost there. Hands to your head, elbows wide. Twist to the right towards the right knee, and then come through center. Go again, twist, and center. That right glute is really starting to sizzle. You've got this. You're nearly there. 3, 2, last one. Hands to the mat. Step back into your high plank position. Holding here for 8, 7, 6. Use your breath. In 4, we'll come gently down to the mat. In 2, 1, lower the knees down. We're back in our 4-point kneel. Shoulders over your wrists, singeing through your waist. Left leg shoots back behind you. Right arm reaches forward, thumb to the ceiling, flex your back foot. We lift, then tap the limbs down to the mat. Now notice if you sunk into your right hip, I want you to try and keep your hips square to the mat. Draw your belly in tight and really press out of that left shoulder. Now on your next one, lift and stay. Point your toes, scoop the belly in, knee to elbow, and lengthen the body. Scoop the belly round the spine and reach out long. Three, 2, last one here. Lengthen the body and stay. Flex your back foot. Let's go little pulses up with your arm and leg. Zip up your abs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand to the mat. Bringing our left foot forward on the outside of your left wrist. From here, back leg straightens, long straight back leg, stabilize in that front left glute, reach your arms forward. Holding in that long lunge position. 3, 2, stepping your back foot forward and then step back. Stepping your back foot forward, step back. Drive through your left heel as you come to standing. Now if this was enough for you, you stay there, or let's start to lift that right knee up and then step it back. We lift. Again, taking that little moment of stillness at the top to stabilize on that left side. Four, another 4. 3, 2. 1 more. Now step back and stay in your lunge. Tap your back foot in, sweep the arms down, and reach, step it back. Staying deep in that left leg. Stay low in your lunge. Tap, step back. You can do this. Four more. For 3, for 2. Last one, step it back and stay. Hands to the head, your elbows go wide. twist to the left, and then back through center. Exhale, twist. Keep your hips shining forward like headlights to the top end of your mat. Your hips don't come with you as we rotate through the spine. 4, 3. Last 2. One more. Hands to the mat. Let's step back to our high plank. Final time here. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down to the mat. We're turning around and lying onto our back. Roll down onto your mat. Arms down by your sides to start. Heels shuffle in towards your glutes. Heels on the mat, hip width apart. From here, tuck your tailbone under, peel your spine up off your mat, one vertebra at a time, lifting up into our bridge position. Inhale, stay. Exhale, roll and ripple your spine back down to your mat, bone by bone. Finding neutral, we go again. We tuck under, we roll up. Focusing on the articulation of your spine. Drive your heels down into the mat, squeeze through your glutes, and roll and ripple back down. Just 2 more. Really important to focus on the mobility of your spine throughout your classes. Wrap and squeeze at the top, and roll back down. Last time here. Let's lift and stay. Hold at the top. Really drive your heels heavy down into the mat. We hinge your hips halfway down and then lift up. Squeeze. Halfway down, lift up, squeeze. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, lift and stay, hold it there. Now arms can stay by your sides, or you can reach your arms up to the ceiling for a little more challenge. Wrap and squeeze into your right glute, floating your left leg up to tabletop. Just make sure you didn't sink into your right hip. We tap your left toes down to the mat and then lift it back up. Tap the toes down and lift up. Stabilizing in that right side. Making sure your rib cage is sliding down the front of your body. Core is connected, so we don't feel anything in the lower back here. This is about hamstring and glutes. Now, if you want your progression, shooting your left leg up towards the sky, we lower the leg and kick it up. We lower and kick. Taking your right arm back behind you, reaching it up. So opposite arm reaches back. Try not to let your hip drop. Keep squeezing through your right glute. 4 more. 3, 2. Now last one, lift and stay. Hold it there. Little pulses up. Let's go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your left foot down. Roll all the way down to your mat. Cup your hands by the side of your head, elbows wide. Take a breath in to prepare. Exhale, scoop up into an ab curl. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Flattening your spine down in towards the mat as you come up. Really breathing everything down in towards the ground. You want to flatten your tummy, making sure your abs don't dome out. Lifting the chest. And really use your breath as you lift. Now let's start to add on. We're going to lift our left leg into tabletop and shoot it out long as you come up, back to tabletop as you lower. Left leg extending out long, scooping the belly in. Let's start to keep your left leg straight the whole time now. So you just keep it long. We lower and lift. We lower and lift. Making sure you don't start to pull on your head and your neck. Now as you come up into your ab curl, right knee lifts. Tap your right toes down to the mat as you lower. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, tap the toes down, lower the head. Scoop the belly. That left leg stays long the whole time if you can. I know it's quite a challenge on your core stabilizers to keep that left leg out there. Adding rotation, left elbow comes over and across to the right knee and then through center as you lower. Our pelvis is staying still, your hips don't move. I want you to think about lifting the shoulder up a little higher to bring it over and across to the knee. For 4, 3, 2, last one, come over and across and stay. Alternate, we're just gonna come over and across, full bicycle, and switch. Switch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then lower all the way down, feet come to the mat. Arms back by your sides to start. Tuck your tailbone under, roll your spine up. Make sure your heels are hip width apart. They've shuffled in close to your glutes. And then articulate the spine, roll down. Let's just do 2 more. Again, focusing on your spinal articulation. Bone by bone, lifting up off the mat. And unravel. One more time, let's stay at the top. On your next one, lift and hold. Now squeeze into your left glute, reach your arms to the ceiling, float your right leg into tabletop. Tap your right toes down and then lift it back up. Squeezing into the left glute, making sure you're not sinking into the left hip. Try not to let that hip drop. And remember, core activation is really important here, so we don't feel it in the lower back. Now if you did it on the other side, you straighten the leg up to the ceiling, we lower and then kick it back up. Starting to take the opposite arm, the left arm back behind you, and reach everything up. Take it back and reach. Left glute firing. We have 4, 3, 2. Your last one, reach everything up, little pulses up. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot to the mat, roll all the way down. Once you lower down to the mat, hands support your head, ab curl. Scooping your belly, gazing just above your knees as you come up, making sure we don't start to pull on our head and neck. Let's start to lift the right leg into tabletop, shooting out long as we lift back to tabletop as we lower. As we start to fatigue, make sure your abs don't dome out. We're hugging everything in really tight as we lift. Flatten your tummy down in towards your spine. Let's just keep our right leg out there long on the next one. We lower the head and then lift that chest back up towards the ceiling. Next ab curl, left knee lifts into tabletop. Tap the toes down as you lower your head. Scoop the belly in and lower. Now on your next one, let's add rotation to this. Bring underarm over and across, and then back through center as you tap the foot down and lower. Keep trying to hold that right leg out long. I know those abs are burning, but push through. You're almost there today. 3, 4, 2. Last one, lift and hold. Let's cross it over to the other side and switch, switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, 1, and then lower all the way down to your mat. Hug your knees to your chest for a moment. And then reach your legs up, extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. From here, lower your right leg out, cup your hands towards that left thigh, underneath your left thigh, and walk your hands up, coming up into an ab curl. Trying to hold on to your calf, scoop your belly, and now let's switch those legs. And switch, switch. Trying to lift up that little bit higher as you pull back on the leg. Use your breath. Nice stretch out through the back of the legs, also with an abdominal burn to finish today. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down, placing our right foot over your left knee, hugging our left thigh in towards us. Nice stretch through your right hip and glute. If this feels like enough, stay there, or you can come on up, aiming to try and get your forehead to come to your right ankle. Switch it over to the other side, left foot over your right knee, hugging your thigh in towards you. I hope you feel nice and energized for your day. I know I do. Such a lovely way to start the morning. Again, you can come up, try and bring your forehead to your ankle. Place your feet down onto the mat, hands go a little bit wider out to the sides. Let your knees drop to the right as you look back towards the left. Press your left shoulder heavy down into the mat, don't let it lift. And then go over and across to the other side.